Hey, what's up, besties? It's your girl E.Michelle, and I'm back with another video. Thank you so much for stopping back by my channel. If this is your very first time, I need you to stop what you're doing, click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss any more of my videos. All right, so today we're going to be doing our December budget. Your girl is on time with it this time, partially because of Shay, partially not. Okay, mostly because of Shay. But I am using her kit. So if you guys are interested in, you know, budgeting with me, which I would think so because you clicked on the video, right? Then stay tuned. All right, so this month and probably the months going forward, we will be using Shay's monthly budget kit, and I'm so excited. If you guys haven't checked her shop out yet, make sure you do. These are very inexpensive just to go ahead and get you started in the budgeting game. This is perfect, and you can use this in the Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner, or you can use it in just a regular Happy Planner like notebook. And I thought that idea was great. So yeah, that's definitely an option for you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get into using this kit, and so you guys can see how it can be used, and we'll be doing our budget too. So we're going to be covering up these two, and she has stickers for those. So we're just going to put this here, and she made my kit special for me. All her links to her shop will be below, but this one is buffalo plaid, and if you guys don't follow me, then you wouldn't know that buffalo plaid is like my new jam. I wouldn't even say my new jam. It kind of started last year, but I got on the bandwagon late. So yeah, that just fits perfectly right there. Oh, I love it so much. And then this one is the blank one. All right. So let's put that there. All right, so what I want to do is go ahead and we're going to see if we can fit all of these into their respective boxes. So let's go ahead and put our paydays, because we definitely want to mark those. The paydays that we have in December. It was the 3rd of December. Is that the song? I don't even know if that's how the song goes. Okay, so we're going to put it on the 15th. I don't need to know about the moon, so I'm just going to cover that up. I probably could have covered it up. It doesn't matter. I'm overthinking stuff. And then this is a holiday, so I'm wondering how that'll work, because I get paid on the last of the month, but that's New Year's Eve. But I don't think they qualify that as like a real holiday, so I'm just gonna put it down here. And I think that's cute how they chop the boxes in half this way instead of this way, so that's cute. All right, so we have our paydays on there. Let's go ahead and mark. I'm gonna wait on marking my other paydays because of, well, I don't think any of my bills fall on these days, on these Tuesdays. So no, we'll go ahead and put them in there. So we'll have a payday here, and this is from Etsy. I'm gonna put those down because I don't have any of those days have to be taken, and I definitely want to mark. And I don't know how it's gonna work now, so we are going to see how all this will work. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stick these down here for now. They've changed the way Etsy does their stuff, so like it's amazing for people who are just getting started, but for people who have been used to their old process, it's definitely like a task. So this is a holiday, Christmas Eve. They still, I think banks are still open, so we probably won't get that until here. I don't think I have any bills due on the 26th, so I'm gonna stick that there. And then YouTube, we get paid on the 21st, so I'm gonna put this one there as well. Get them out of the way, that way we have those. Okay, and these are her like just little boxes, so I'm gonna try to stick as many boxes as I can where I can stick them. And I'm not worried about the dates, so because I know like we have rent due on the same day as like Etsy is due, and then we normally would have an insurance bill here, but I actually won't have that, so not worried about that one right now. I'm gonna stick this Navient box here, and I'm trying to stick as many as I can, like I said, into there. And then PayPal, I'll stick that one there. And so far so good. I don't think I'm covering up anything if I stick it a little bit closer. Yeah, we can still do that. Okay, so we'll put those three there. I'm just gonna mark the ones that, like, you know, kind of really irk my soul. And then iTunes #1 is on the 3rd, so I'll stick that down here. Okay, so iTunes #1, and then we have YouTube TV right here. I love these. These were customized for me, so I'm very thankful. I won't say that everybody will get this same kind of customization because it does take a lot, and as a shop owner, I know how that can really take a toll on you trying to customize everything. So on the regular sheets, she just has like some basic ones that you guys can pick from, and then I think that just makes it a lot better not going into all of that stuff. So yeah, we're gonna put go ahead and put this savings total here. Let's bump it up and put it here. So we'll have our savings total, and then we'll have our starting balance, ending balance, and we'll put those there, and our ending balance there. Okay, back to the matters at hand. Zips car wash is on the 5th. So we'll stick that one there. Okay, Zips car wash. And then we have Navient #2. And that is on the 15th. Let's try to, I think I can cover that up because it still says payday there. So I'm gonna cover that up. Make sure I put what's, you know, the important stuff on there. And I love that she put car note because I know a lot of people say car payment, and I've gotten questions about like, what is a car note? And I'm like, it's just a car payment. It's just what my parents called it when I was growing up. So I call it the same thing. I call it a car note, and I think it's I've been told it's like a Southern thing, and my mom is from Alabama, so that completely makes a lot of sense for me. Yeah, so we'll put our electric down there. And then we have our iTunes #2 is on the 16th over here. And iTunes don't care if it's a holiday or not, honey. They gonna take their money, weekend or not. They taking their money out. Xfinity is on the 27th. Yep, here we go. And then we have Netflix on the 28th. Okay. And then we will put down our phone bill, and that is on the 17th. Okay, so we'll stick that one there. Cool. So I was able to get down all of those there. Let's see, what do I want to, what was I gonna put? Oh, I'm gonna stick this Etsy one. I'm actually just gonna stick it over here because I don't know what that is, and I don't know what that's for. So I'll probably do that going forward just to make sure I fit all of the ones that are due on the 1st, where, you know, where they're supposed to be at. Actually, you know what? I really think this Navient is going to come out on the 30th. It won't come out because I had them set it up to where my bills are like that. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there because it's still not going to auto deduct until then. So we're good. All right. So we're done with this page, and I'll go in and I'll add in the total amounts that are going to be due as they're done. So this page is complete. See how simple that was? Like, just to, like, you could really just stop here. I mean, not really, but this would be a perfect way to like just kind of get started. Just seeing where your bills are due, and you can kind of like lay the law of the land here, see what all you have to pay, and go from there. You could even start writing down, you know, your plans and stuff over here. That would be perfect, and go from there. But we have more to do because I like to budget completely all the way through. So the next part that we're going to do is going to be the December budget, because of course we're in December. So let's see if I can get it to cover. Let's see, how will this, oh, okay. This is going to take some maneuvering. So I'm going to turn my book around, and I'm going to stick it over here, closer here first. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, a little bit of green is peeking through, but that's okay. That's just my placement. Let's see if I can pull it up a little bit. Okay. Most of the time when you get a glossy sticker, it's hard to pull it back up, but this actually came up very good, so I am not mad at that. And she sent me glossy. Y'all know I'm a glossy girl. There we go. So, and it's stuck back on there Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and write down our bills and expenses that we have. So we have our rent, which is our standard. And remember, last month I was under budgeting myself, so I want to make sure I don't do that again. So that is going to be $765. And again, my rent does include my water, and they do have some issues going on with the water and stuff. So I'm just gonna budget it for a little bit over what it was last time. And that is due on 12/1. And then when we come to doing our actuals, I wonder, you know what, I'll just wait and I'll do the lines later because I won't worry about that. I'm pretty straight lined, I guess you could say. So then we have our Etsy, and you guys usually see me budget like $200 to $250 for that, but Etsy just changed the way that they're billing. So now the way that they're billing, they're taking the fees off the top instead of just taking them towards the end. So now I can budget lower for this because I won't have to worry about it as much. So I'm gonna do $150 for this month and see where we are. I just had the sale in the shop, so I don't know how, you know, that's gonna affect the budget and all that stuff, but I'm thinking $150 should be fine. All right, so next I would normally have insurance, and I'm gonna put this here just to make sure that I stay on track with tracking it. So my insurance, I'm not going to budget anything this month because I don't have to pay, and this would normally be $1130, and this would be the same pay. This all the part of that same paycheck there, but they gave me a month, like you pay the first month and then you don't have to pay the second going in there. So I guess you can say a month free, but I doubt it'll be free at the end, but that's what they are saying, so I'm going with it. So we have Navient #1, and I decided this time that I'm going to start separating them because I have a hard time adding things up when I forget that that is two separate things. So I'm just going to do that from now on. And I believe the Navient actually comes out on 11/30, so I'm going to put that there just in case, but you know, in any event, whatever. Then we have PayPal, and this is probably going to end up being 0 though. So I'm going to put budget it as 0 because this is actually paid off. And then that will be 12/1. And I'm putting that there because just in case something else happens and I actually didn't get everything paid off or whatever on time, then, you know, I'll have my actual there. And then we have iTunes. And this is iTunes #1. And that is $16.41. Hopefully that stays the same. And that is due on the 3rd. Okay, then we have, you know what? She gave me these stickers. I'm wondering, was I supposed to use, like, split my paychecks in half? Huh. I don't know. I guess I'll just use, no, those are for the next, okay. That's for my paycheck to paycheck. Okay, I was just getting myself confused here. All right, so we have iTunes #1. Then we have YouTube TV, which last month we were so graciously given that credit, which I still don't know where it came from, but that was pretty cool. I'm hoping that'll happen again randomly. Like somehow I earn a credit from somewhere and they'll just bill it to charge it to the game. And that would be, we're going to budget for $47, but I think that's actually going to be a little bit less than that. And then we'll do our Zips car wash, which it is the winter time, but I still like to make sure my car gets washed because all that debris and stuff that goes on the ground, don't want to have to deal with any of that on that car because it is white and that is not cute. Be rubbing up against it and be all dirty and stuff, and I just don't, I'm not here for it. Okay, so now we have our Navient, our second payment. And if you guys didn't know, this is all like one part of one like contract or whatever. So they bill all of my things together, and then I had them split it up by different paychecks so that I wouldn't be burdened down with that. So this is all just one contract, or I guess one bill, but then they split it up for me so that I don't have to worry about the payments like that. So that'll come out on the 15th, and child, they take that money immediately. I wake up in the morning, that money is gone. So I pray that that never happens where my check doesn't come before then, because they be taking that money out immediately. All right, then we have our car notes here, and that is $500. Is it bothering anybody that there aren't any dollar signs? I'm going to go back and add the dollar signs. No one probably cares but me, but I don't know, it makes a difference. Dollar signs make a difference. You're supposed to use dollar signs with money, so I will do it as such. So we have, that is due on 12/15, and I probably need to make a note to myself to make sure I call in about that payment, just to make sure everything is going to the right place. All right, and then my electric bill, I always budget $180, and I pay $180 regardless if it's higher or lower. Like, I just pay that regardless. I guess I'm on my own budget billing, because I was gonna call them and get on it, but I'm just too scared for that, so I'm not fooling with them. And this is actually due, I found out this bill is actually due on the 22nd, but I've been paying it on the 15th just to get it over with. But yeah, it's actually due on the 22nd, so that's just something to keep in mind for myself. And now that I'm going, like, I'm kind of leaning over to the side, so maybe I should have put my lines there, but we'll see. We're just, you know, trial and error. Okay, so then we have iTunes. This is the storage, and this is only $2.99, and I have to have this. Some people don't, but I do. I have a lot of pictures. I do some editing on my phone, and now that I'm on the podcast, I need to definitely make sure I have all of that space. So that is a must-have there. And I think they have another one, like, you can buy more. I think it's a terabyte. That's the next step up, but I just really don't want to go that far, because I think it's $9.99 once we go from there. All right, then we have our Sprint bill, and I'm going to budget $200 here, and I think it's going to be less than that. I'm pretty sure it should be, because it was only supposed to be like $150, $160, but just in case they still, you know, acting crazy, I want to make sure I'm prepared, because ain't, you know, you can only call Sprint and get so much stuff done every day. That's all I'm saying. All right, and then we have Xfinity, which is just my internet, and we're putting this back at $77. So, and that is due on the 27th. And then we have Netflix. Okay, and Netflix is due on the 28th, and that's $15.32. Okay, so there we go. We have all of that stuff done, and let's see what we have here. So we have, oh, she gave me one for cash envelopes. So I'm gonna stick this here, and I think I'm actually going to write on here. Or did she do that for me to, that might be to separate on that other page and not to put right here. But it's here now, so we're going with it. So we have our cash envelopes, and then we have our sinking funds. Okay. Hopefully I'm doing this correctly. She liked to tell me if I did it wrong. I mean, it's my budget, but I mean, she made the stickers for me, so there might be a special purpose for each of these. So my cash envelopes that I do are I always messed up. Let me look back at my November here. $8.40. Okay. Whew. All right. $8.40. And then my sinking funds are $160. All right. So then let's put our total expenses down. And I think I have just enough room for all of this. Man, I'm so excited. Okay. And then we have our total expenses, and then our remaining funds. And yep, I'm pretty sure this is what this was supposed to be used for. Because she be paying attention to how I organize my stuff. So I really think that's what it's supposed to be used for. So now I have all of those down. So we'll add all of this up here. Let me get my phone out, and let's add up our total expenses for the month. Let's get that going. Okay, so we got $765 plus $150 and $103, then $1641, $47, $1495, $103, $500, $180, $299, $200, $77, $1532, $840, $160. All right, so our total expenses for this month is going to be $31 wait, oh, I feel like I'm a little, that was a little dyslexic. Hold on. I was just writing that all kinds of backwards. Okay. Oh, got it backwards too. It's a backwards kind of day. Okay. This is 74.67. All right, so if we subtract that from the 40.22, so that is going to leave us with a remaining balance. I'm going to write that in green because we are still in the green. That's going to leave us with $847.33. So all right, so what we do at the end of the month, we figure out, you know, what we're going to do with that money. And since this is December and we were starting to put things towards our student loans, we'll see how that will go. It is Christmas time and I like to make sure I have that extra money there for Christmas. So I don't know if I'll necessarily be putting that towards debt, but January definitely will be going back towards debt. So I'm going to go back over here, and on this sheet, she gave me a December goals. So I'm gonna stick this over here right before the month starts. This one looks like it's a little bit bigger. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn this around again. Okay. And trying to stick that in there. Oh, got a little green on that side, that's all right. Okay, so we have our December goals. And I'm just gonna stick, I really wanna focus on 3 goals for the month. And that way I don't overwhelm myself with trying to be doing too much with my money. So I'm just gonna stick these on the page, just kind of strategically, so it makes sense. And I'm gonna write my goals in next time because I really wanna make sure I identify which ones those are. But I am going to be traveling. I want to make something, I'll have to make me like a little strip or something because I'll be traveling here. So I will need some extra money for that, for me traveling, just to make sure I have some of that there. So I'll make sure I make a note, and then my parents are coming for their trip and I wanted to send them with a little bit of extra money for their cruise. So those are 2 things I need to make sure I note over here, which I'm going to do that now while it's on my mind and while it's fresh. So we have December the 2nd, parents cruise, and then December the 21st, I have my flight to RVA. So that way I know that I'll be probably spending some extra money. I may need to take that from some sinking funds or something like that. All right, you guys, so here is my budget for December. I'm really excited about this. I cannot wait to like fill in everything and check things off and just see how this format will work for me. I like that I have the boxes on here and I was able to fit multiple ones in there, and I still know that this is the first. I mean, I know which days they are, so that doesn't bother me at all. And she gave me enough payday stickers to mark everything. So this is pretty good. All right, you guys, I will catch you in the next one. Make sure you check out Shay's Budget Shop on Etsy. I will have everything linked down below, and I will catch you in the next one. Mwah! KK, bye.